I joined the company in 2013 as a director of operations. I'd come out of the coffee business, coffee industry. And, it's a funny story. I had a good friend who worked here, and he said, Patrick, when he got the job, he said, Patrick, you've got to come check Aegis out. And I was in the middle of a project in coffee, and I was like, no. And about 6 months later, the coffee project went bad, and I called my buddy back, and I said, do you still like it? And he goes, Patrick, I like it more today than I did 6 months ago. And I went into one of our buildings, Aegis of Bellevue, and I walked in and I saw the theater and I saw the residents, and I went, oh my gosh, this is not at all what I thought it was going to be. That started a love affair with Aegis and senior living for me. So when I started out at Aegis, the first thing, I was director of operations, and that meant I was in a training program to become a general manager, is basically what that meant. First thing is, I couldn't really believe that I worked for a company who would pay me to train to do a job. It was foreign to me. And so I started as a D of O, and I started in care. I started to learn care. And I'll never forget the moment. I was taking care of a resident, George, who had been a dentist, this really proud man. And I was doing care for George. And part of the care was pretty intimate. And I didn't know, coming to Aegis, I didn't know if I'd be comfortable with that. I didn't know how that was gonna be. It was actually my biggest fear coming to Aegis was, could I provide care to someone? I could change my own kids' diapers and do all that, but I wasn't sure. And I had this realization, this sudden, as I was caring for George and he was happy with what I was doing, the profound trust he had for me to be a person that would give care for him. And it was, that was it for me. And I've had good days at Aegis, I've had bad days at Aegis, and people have passed. I mean, really, the whole gamut. But I can tell you right now, there has never been a day that I've gotten in my car and gone home, when on the way home, I haven't been satisfied that I contributed that day to people dealing with something really difficult. To be able to be somewhere where I get to spend a year, 2 years, 3 years with not just that resident, but with their family, and be able to be with them as they transition in their life the way they do here, it's deep, it's profound, it's exciting, it just makes me so happy to do that as compared to anything else I've ever done. I find that most people want to do something that matters, and this matters. And I think a lot of people are searching for that. I did a lot of cool jobs, but I've never done one that's mattered like this.